it out.
Hate that.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
Yeah, but other than that, we're
yeah.
we're doing great. I mean, this news, I'm actually all excited about all of our news today to do for the update.
Good.
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 Well, what? I mean, last week was it just me and Josh, right? Doing the update. You guys were
No,
off in a way, right? No, yeah, you were
I
here.
was here.
We were here.
We had a full house.
Mhm.
Save
Yeah.
for
Oh,
Corey.
no, Corey. No,
Yeah, no
Corey.
Corey.
That's what it was.
I love, yeah, Corey, Tom Corey.
What the fuck is?
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
What the fuck is that? What is Corey? Tom Corey. What did you say to me?
You want to translate?
I can't talk at the moment. I can't talk.
It's literally just Spanish. There's it means hurry. It was hurry, Tom, hurry. It comes from Dora the Explorer.
Caught me off guard with that with the earlier text thread. Habra Spanish, Tom.
Isn't it habla?
It is. I messed up and I tried to play it off.
That's why
Okay,
I didn't respond to it. I was waiting. I thought somebody had picked it up in our chat, and I was like, "Vim and vigor" is a very good turn of phrase.
I'm usually pretty good at editing my messages, but I didn't catch it until you pointed it out. I'm like, oh, I messed up. Anyway, to speak Spanish.
4 years of French. 4 years of French in California. I'm a genius.
Parlez-vous français?
Yes.
Un peu.
Habla.
Okay, so we got some news today.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let's talk about some news. Who's got some first? Do we talk about this? This is the update, the weekly. No, we I think the ARM came in and the Eddie stuff happened.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, if
know
you don't
what
know
it
this
is.
already, we talk about the news. We talk about things we care about. We get mad about. We cry about. We laugh about. All things we want you to get involved. Talk to us in the chat. We see all you lovely people chatting up in there. And then we're gonna answer questions from you guys. So send us those questions in there as well.
We're one of those movies where the opening titles don't hit until 10 minutes in for some reason. That's what we just
Monty
did this
Python
episode.
and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Like,
The Departed.
llamas are being
Yeah.
sacked.
My favorite part was when I saw the titles for The Dark Knight. They're at the very end.
Very end, yeah.
All you see is this bats, and then it's like the end, and then it's like,
Can you imagine the guy waiting? There's the title.
oh, that's what.
Did they say it in the
I'm pretty
words?
sure
Didn't
my
know what it was
film.
called.
I'm pretty sure my film professor like made a joke about that. It's like, where's the title? We don't know what the title is. And I was
I
just
have
like, is
waited
this serious? It's
2.5
like, is this real?
hours.
Yeah, and I was like, is this like real discourse that I should be taking notes on, or is he like fucking pulling our legs?
This is the longest cold open I have ever seen.
Yeah,
It's so
2.5
chilly.
hours. Okay, we got some news today. Who would like to go? You know what, Steve, you go first.
Ooh, scissor me. Okay, so the reason that I'm wearing an AEW, the reason I'm wearing an AEW shirt,
The reason is you, Tom.
the reason is because it's slightly out of protest. Because I'm a little upset with WWE. Still love the company, but I'm upset with their decision.
Whoa.
On Sunday morning, everything's a song. Everything's a song.
Now you know I have a problem.
Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, who has been a beloved comedic character in WWE for quite a while now. He has been wrestling with WWE for, I believe, 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, in the past, 10, 15 years,
18.
he's 18. He's played this comedic, oblivious to what's going on superstar. Like, he misnames wrestlers. Like, there's the two members of DIY, because one is bald and has a beard. He calls him Triple H. He had an imaginary friend called Little Jimmy that no one could see.
Little Jimmy is still an OG.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with Little Jimmy.
He would call John Cena his childhood hero, even though R-Truth is about 7 years older than John Cena.
And they were working together, too.
And they're working together. So he's this very buffoonery, lovable, comedic character.
Like Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones in Batman? Buffoonery?
Yeah, like what Tommy said. Yeah, Jim Carrey would love R-Truth.
Yeah.
He would think he's part of the Judgment Day crew when they don't want him. So when they're raising their titles, he sneaks in between this tag team title like he's part of them. He tried
to get into. He thought there was what was it? He thought it was Money in the Bank for the women's Royal Rumble match. So he legitimately came out. Everyone's looking around and he grabs the ladder and he starts climbing up and he's like, "Oh, it's not up here." And he's like, "Oh, there's a whole bunch of ladies."
Yes, he even ran in during the women's rumble too, thinking he was in the wrong one. He's like, oh, my bad, and just walks away. He recently had a segment with Solo Sokoa, Jacob Fatu, and JC Mateo, where he looks at them and he calls them husky, and at the end he's all, "Man, y'all big boned," and walks away. He just would have these, and it's always funny to watch wrestlers try to keep their stay in character
Mhm.
when he delivers these lines because he doesn't always tell you what he's going to say.
Our
One of my
truth.
favorite moments was
Our
our
truth,
truth,
yeah.
Okay.
aka real name Ron Killings. One last moment before I give you the update. He interrupted Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman a few years back when Paul Heyman was still Brock Lesnar's manager. Brock Lesnar was the champion, but said he'd be going into the Rumble, so he would have to face anyone at Mania. Roger Truth comes out and he makes it seem like he's gonna attack Brock. He says, "I'm gonna officially be part of the Royal Rumble, and I am gonna throw you over that top rope, Paul Heyman." And
Yep.
Paul Heyman's Brock Lesnar's manager. Now they knew he was going to say something. They didn't know what he was going to say. Brock Lesnar loses it, breaks character, starts laughing. Paul Heyman maybe has a small crack, but maintains and says, "I'm not in the Rumble. Brock Lesnar is." And our truth would then go, "I am now removing myself from the Royal Rumble," and gets out of the ring. That type of buffoonery. So we
Hmm.
love him. Fans love the guy. Well, on
But
Twitter, he
protect.
announced, "I am sorry to inform you all. I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you all for all the love, support, and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you." And this came as a shocker. It was not one of those releases
Everybody.
that you thought was coming because there was never any signs of him leaving. He just had a big Saturday Night Main Event title match against John
With John
Cena,
Cena.
where he came out dressed in John Cena's attire with tape saying Ron
Yeah.
Cena instead of John Cena. He had a SmackDown tag team match with Jimmy Uso against Jacob Fatu and JC.
Mhm.
And there was no signs of this, and it came out of nowhere. And the internet, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, that can see,
Everybody pissed.
everyone was pissed. Wrestlers who are WWE or AEW were venting about how upset they were, how much they loved our truth, how much this made no sense. And everyone's been theorizing what they think might have been the reason. Everyone's like, well, everybody, WWE and UFC are under the TKO umbrella. Did TKO say, hey, he's been here so long, he gets paid a lot, and he's not the main event type of character? Cut him off. And did Triple H have the power to stop it? Some say Triple H had the power to stop it and did nothing to stop it. No one knows why this happened, but it's been very upsetting, to say the least. And it, and if we knew, if it was known that our truth is going to be released soon, they could have made that final showdown with John Cena
A
so much
career.
more important. They could have made a title versus career where if our truth lost, he has to retire. It'd be more dramatic with our truth facing his childhood hero, John Cena. They could have had him play the tragic hero who does everything he can to win but can't and ends up losing. They didn't. They made just another match. Then he had a SmackDown match like it was not just another day, and now he's gone. So even WWE lovers are upset about this moment, and you even had a "We Want Truth" chant happen on Monday Night Raw
Through
uh,
most of the
through most of the
the
program.
promos,
Mm-hmm.
the any of the additional segments, any of the matches,
Mm-hmm.
you kept hearing it.
CM
Even
Punk referenced it at the end.
after,
Yeah.
yeah, after the cameras ended, they were still chanting his name. Everything that WWE or Triple H, Paul Levesque has put out, TKO, literally it is getting spammed with "We want truth. Where is truth? Bring back truth." Like it is an uproar of the uproariest of
Mm-hmm.
moments because this is literally like, Tom, you had a favorite teacher in high school, right?
Debatable.
Okay, so you didn't have one like beloved by everybody, hated by few, but was like the staple that you had in high school. I know Steve's had one. I had one too.
Mm-hmm.
And like it didn't matter how many years that he was there. Like he just recently retired, the guy from my high school. But like our truth was that staple. He wasn't
Hmm.
used a lot, but when he was used, every time he was used, everyone was laughing. Everybody knew who he was. It was,
Hit his mark every time.
yeah, and it was, and he could play both sides. He could play comedic, he could play serious, he could play heartfelt. Like, he has range.
Hmm.
And the fact is that people that are retired wrestlers or people that are still on the active roster, or even like as Steve said in other promotions, are like, what are you doing?
Doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. For the program, for the stories, for the show, he was someone that fans loved watching every time he was on. He wasn't like someone whose character was waning and we were tired of him. We weren't tired of our truth. He filled in those points and he made you remember him that night. So some of the jokes I've seen are everyone first thought, since it was June 1st that he posted this, they're like, this is an R Truth angle where he thinks it's April Fool's Day and he's 2 months late. And that's what everyone's
Because it'd
hoping
be
was happening.
something he would do.
It's something he would do on Twitter. And others are saying, since sometimes WWE stars who are released, they do make a career for themselves over at AEW, Ricochet, most recently. People are saying, what if he goes to AEW, but staying in character thinks he's
He's a
still at
WWE.
WWE and starts calling people by WWE characters? And so we'll see what happens. He is also someone who is a very talented musician. The guy used to work with Tupac. That's how long he's been
Wow.
around. He has a photo of him and Tupac together.
He's also
And
the person, he wrote his own theme
yep,
music, performed it. He
wrapped
still
into the ring.
owns all the rights to it, so he
Hmm.
can take it and go with it.
He's
Yeah,
very multi-talented. I could see him doing anything, even if it's not wrestling. It's just sad that he went out this way. So,
yeah.
Ron Killings, if you ever come across this, we love you, bro.
Ron Killings won
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Huh?
still pissed about it.
Yeah.
Side note, he is the one big upset that came from the releases, but there's been, as Steve said, there's a lot of speculation. Another one that came out was Carlito, and
Carlito.
this is the card that we have over here, and he's another one that's been with the company for a very very long time. Um, but it is like there is no one as beloved as our truth when it comes to it, and the fact is like you needed a clown to be in this literal circus, and you just got rid of your clown,
Hmm.
like your tried and true clown. So
Carlito actually had his tweet was kind of funny where he'd said my contract's up, not resigning. And actually, WWE is saying that I owe them money due to my work for the past 2 years, and my lawyers have looked into it and said, "Yeah, I do owe them money,"
you should
making
pay.
making fun of himself basically. He's being self-deprecating. So Carlitos was a little more lighthearted. Like he
Yeah.
got 2 years out of it. He's good. Our truth, as Amy said, has been
Mhm.
more of an impact on all of us.
Um. Wow. Uh,
Start
Amy,
with a
what
downer
new?
right out the box.
Yeah. Okay, Amy. Well, let's bring it back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my last one first because I have two pieces of news, so that way I can segue over to Tom and Tom can talk too. But first thing, dear Whovians, if you are in the chat or you are listening to this,
Who?
Doctor Who fans,
Who?
yes,
Who? Who? New
not
Day. The New Day. That's it.
no, no, Mega Ran's very nice, but no. So Doctor Who, um, Shooty, who is our current Doctor, if you are watching this, no spoilers, as much as Alex
Was that how you
Kingston,
pronounce it?
who Shooty,
Mm-hmm.
Shooty
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You might know him as Steve's from Barbie. He was a
Mm-hmm.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's been the Doctor for the last two seasons. Currently, he's considered I think he's the 14th Doctor, but he might be the 15th Doctor. He's the
I
14th
thought the
slash 15th
14th was
Doctor because
was Tenant, right?
yeah, but they had a bi generation, and then we got Shooty, so
Mm.
that's where it gets a little hazy. Anyway, he's our current Doctor. No spoilers for the season finale for season two. If you've been on the internet for literally more than a couple days, you probably already know what happened. But I just need to talk about this because it's so much shenanigans. Again, not that like Shooty is being released, but Shooty is leaving as the Doctor. And whenever that happens, when a doctor, and this is the best part about Doctor Who, whenever an actor leaves, their contract ends, they decide to move on to the projects, they have a regeneration. Regeneration is literally tied into everything for Doctor Who, which means they become another person. Not quoting Master of Disguise, Steve's. So when it comes down to it, not only is Shooty's exit very kind of abrupt, um, it has caused a lot of concern and rumblings within the Doctor Who universe, considering that the merger or the deal BBC has with Disney, hmm,
Mm.
created a bit of this vacuum with Shooty leaving, because what usually happens is once they're airing a season, so when season one was airing, they started filming season two. They do a Christmas special and then the next season. And so, since Disney was dragging their feet, Russell T Davies, who wrote a good chunk of David Tennant's run as the Doctor, because there had been such low reception to season one. But it's also on Disney Plus. So, like, I used to like literally, I'd be like BBC, BBC, BBC. So the big problem that we're running into is that because Shooty was not given season three to start filming while season two was running, he focused on Hollywood, he focused on the stage, and his departure therein kind of feels like Disney's fumbled the ball. Usually, what happens during in Doctor Who whenever we have a regeneration, there's kind of like a gap year or so, and Disney's like, no gaps. We should do no gaps.
No capes.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's an Edna Mode moment. Um, and they fumbled the ball. They fumbled it really bad because the regeneration that happened, which technically is not considered a regeneration, is really weird. It's really hinky. It's not fully unexpected. Apparently, there's somebody that leaked everything for this season,
Oh.
and it's just all over the place in not a bad way, but not a good way. And it's like, I
Mm.
just there are things. We have some amazing actors and actresses that have literally poured their life's work into the Doctor Who universe and into not only Whovians, but carrying on the legacy and the tradition that is Doctor Who since literally the 60s. Um, like, not gonna lie, the first time I saw Karen Gillan was because she was Amy Pond uh,
Mhm.
against Matt Smith's Doctor Who, like as a companion. So you see, like, it so many things are happening and I don't know why. And I can't fully just like I could word vomit, but I don't want to word vomit. So there I what in the Hooniverse is happening?
What in the universe?
What in the Hooniverse?
Um,
Okay.
corporatism,
TKO and Disney.
capitalism,
God
and
damn it.
gross consumerism ruining everything.
I mean, yeah,
Can we get
that's
Ron
how
Killings to be the Doctor?
I mean, it would be really fun. There's like a couple. So here's the thing: even if you don't really know a lot about Doctor Who, you could watch a couple episodes of uh of Shooty's like seasons, and you would be like, "Oh, this is amazing!" Like I don't even know. Like, okay, he's the Doctor. He has companion, cool, but the stories themselves are so fantastic that, like, so good, so good, literally so good.
Not
Okay,
yet.
anyway, so good, so good. My other bit of news, because I need to really get off this Who train so that Tom can do his news. But this, hopefully, I can lure Steve's.
It's not
Tom
gonna happen.
knows, Corey knows,
What?
Josh knows. We have been
Yes.
trying to lure Steve's
Mm?
into Magic the Gathering.
Ah,
I mean, like, even if we can't get you to play, I think we should just, you could use a couple of cards.
right there.
Yeah, this is what usually happens. But today, Secret Lair, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast did announce that their charity partnership for this coming month is going to actually be with the National Association of Latino Arts and Cultures, or NALIC. And so, what they do usually when this happens is they will do a Secret Lair drop, which is a collection of cards that has been has a treatment or designs that are by particular artists, and this one is called Magia. Uh,
Gotcha.
yeah, I know you can read it, but the art in this is absolutely breathtaking. Firstly, you can get the cards in Spanish and Portuguese, so like when you read
Epa!
it, yes.
Hey, fala português. Ok, tá bem.
So so
What?
this collection actually comes. thank you, thank you, Tom.
Annoyed top voice.
It's good.
What?
But this one is actually going to come with 9 cards, and they each are getting not only a the rules text, which is the bit down on the bottom in the box, comes in English, but it also comes in Spanish or Portuguese. And then each of the cards themselves has a name that is in Spanish, except the one that's in Portuguese that I can't pronounce. La
Madre
Abundancia.
Tierra. Oh,
Abundancia. La Abundancia.
Yeah, and it almost looks you,
de
Steve. I might
Pueblo.
need you to just
Okay, I need to see it.
like if you could pull up the stream so you can see.
La Madre Teja. I saw that.
Yeah,
You talking
that's
about
Mother Earth.
the Elf
The
Scout?
Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That there's some really great cards in here. Some that really kind of pull at your sleeves. There's a card that a lot of us use, Steve's called Lightning Greaves.
This is La Abundancia de Yahushu. De
La
Yakahu.
Abundancia de Yakuhu.
Yakahu, there it is.
Yakuhu.
Yeah, we needed
Which
you.
means Sylvan Library.
Well, it does not mean Sylvan. What does it mean, Steve's?
Abundance of Yahuhu.
No.
What is Yahuhu?
Yaku. That name doesn't stand out to me.
Well,
The
there's like a
abundance of- I
mountain
don't
with
know.
a face. There's a lot of brown people, or as Steve says, olive-skinned people on
Thank
a
you.
boat going
On a
towards
boat.
going towards this mountain with a face.
YUCAH. I'm gonna work on it. Hang on, real quick.
Okay,
This is
Steve's
really
okay.
what I
This
wish
this okay. What it really means is that so you can draw 2 additional cards, but if you keep those cards, you must pay 4 life for each of those cards. Does that explain what Yahuhu is?
Does that explain
Reading
what
the
you-
card
Doesn't-
explains what the card
Doesn't
is.
explain what your
Reading the
Yahuhu
card
does.
explains the card. Yes, yes, Prof.
What are you talking about? Like,
So basically, this is a charity. It's also, which is something that I know Tom and I and Corey and Josh could definitely talk to. It's the print on demand, which means that for the month from June
thank God.
16th to July something, it's got time. It is going to be available for you to buy, hopefully as many as you like, in foil, Spanish and Portuguese or English, either option for your text and your rules. But and what I was trying to say was the lightning greaves in here, which we all use. It's chunkless.
Chancla
Steve's-
Relampago.
I like Tom reading these.
A la Piego?
Okay, La Danza de Pueblo. That means expressive
That's-
The
iteration.
dance of the community.
Yeah, dance of the community. Yeah.
Yeah, that's expressive and it's iterating things, right?
Yes, it's an iteration.
Right?
Or-
Am I right, guys?
Am
Like
I right?
La Abuela Siempre Generosa is the tireless provisioner.
Siempre generosa.
Like my mom is always
abuela
working,
siempre
right? Or
generosa.
Abuela's grandma.
Yeah.
So my grandma's always working.
Always
she's-
generous.
Was generous, yeah.
Tireless provisioner.
Habra Espanol?
Hey, brah. Espanol.
Brah. Anyway, I am really excited about the set. Also, the price point is great. Non-foil is currently running at $29.99. Foil is at $39.99.
Not bad.
It also means that 50% of all proceeds, or your 50% of your purchase, is going straight to the National Association for Latino Arts and Culture. This is again, we can talk at length, and there's lots of other people and Magic content creators that talk about the problem with secret layers, and these are fantastic. They're absolutely beautiful. There's a token in here that's the abuela. The beautiful picture of abuela for a tireless provisioner is amazing. The chanclas for the lightning greaves, it's just hilarious because literally they have flavor text. And it's like, just come back here. I just want to talk. And it's someone taking off a chancla.
It's literally taking off a thing. So, they're throwing that shit.
Mhm.
But it even goes so far as one of the tokens on this is called a treasure token. And it's a little boy. And the background of what he's looking at is all these pictures and memories hanging on a wall. So there's really a really big connection, not only for the Latinx community, but also Magic players as a whole. And the person who actually led this, Avedio Cartagena, He was the lead designer for this. He's worked on The Last. He's Duskmorn, um, Phyrexia, and I'm missing
Lost
one.
Caverns of Ixalan.
Thank you. He really talked about that this was kind of a passion project for him, and that it's a love and outpouring for not only his community but the culture that unites us all. So I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm buying more than one in multiple languages, and then that way maybe if I'm just like Steve's, take this abuela card, go do something.
Only if I play it like an old Portuguese man. I have to have my hat like barely on my head, like this.
Yeah.
Epa, give me card if I do this now, okay? But I have magic.
But yeah, this is one of those things that I have no shame in not supporting when it comes to Secret Lair.
Why have you not? Why have you not written like your own Scorsese crime Portuguese story?
I have read a book about.
I said wrote.
I'm
written.
getting all serious now. There's a guy, John Barboza.
Why haven't you written it?
Because I had to read the book first, which I did.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No,
this
you
guy
don't.
does.
You don't have to adapt everything. You could just make something up.
About the guy? Barboza?
About your own stories. Own characters.
He was the first Portuguese person to be a part
then
of
what
the
about the
Italian
second
mob.
one?
He was. There wasn't one.
Why don't you make one? It's historical fiction.
I need inspiration. I got it. I have other things.
Have you
I've
seen
written.
Shanghai Nights? They meet Charlie Chaplin.
They do. I own a prop from that movie. It was really cheap.
It's very
really
rare. Cheap. It's very rare.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
She came down from a bubble. Okay.
Bubble.
Grow up.
Flopping hair everywhere.
Grow up.
Oh my god.
Grow up. Oh,
Anyways,
it's still the greatest video.
People can't see your face.
That
I was covering it up.
News.
Okay, so my news. I'll go fast because we got questions. First off, EA. We all love it. It's in the game. Everyone loves to talk shit about them, but everyone keeps buying all the games. So you tell me, gamers, is it your fault? Probably is. They're canceling the Black Panther game. Go ahead, gamers. Your fault.
What'd you do, gamers?
Why?
I don't know, because they're just like, we need to focus on things that will actually increase our revenue or whatever the fuck.
Like the Bionicles game that I saw today when I was out shopping, and I was like, oh, Bionicles.
Wait.
Everybody's playing that.
Wait. A Black Panther video game wouldn't be hot?
And this is the Black Panther preview game that they previewed 3-5 years ago. That it was during World War II, and it's T'Chaka and Cap. You remember it? And it's voiced by who's the homie who voices Cyborg, Carrie Payton.
Yes.
Carrie.
And
he was on Walking Dead.
Yeah, he's like, that shield is something, and then he's like, I will fuck you up, Captain America. He says that.
Yeah, he said it.
You don't believe me?
But they just literally they put it at the end of a preview for whatever was going on for games.
I remember this whole
literally today.
He had the cape and everything.
I'm gonna read.
How do you
from Bloomberg.com.
Oh.
In the end, the game wasn't far enough along for EA. Despite recent momentum, on Wednesday, Cliffhanger employees were abruptly told to attend an all-hands meeting. Then 30 minutes later, they were told Black Panther was canceled and that the studio was shutting down before ever releasing the game. But they are going to continue Wolverine because we want more white guys, especially Canadians. Bring them up.
This is falling in line with R-Truth and Doctor Who right now.
I'm so confused.
Black Panther is literally still a popular character.
Black Panther is still a $2 billion property. And
imagine
we won't make money off of this.
With Sinners being out and the
funny
having
to
directed
say.
the Black Panther's franchise, how do you not ride that wave?
That's funny.
Apparently you write it poorly.
Yep.
So there's that. Gamers rejoice. We're living at large.
Living at large.
Living at large. Again, keep trash talking the bad studios if you want to. It doesn't change anything. Secondly, my next bit of
news we've had tonight.
Well, I'm packaging it in a nice way. This next one's also not that great.
Great. R-Truth.
there's been some convos online that apparently a Euphoria actor and Cuckoo.
Yeah,
Cuckoo?
Hunter.
Hunter Schafer is being
You love her.
currently eyed at to play a Zelda character.
Yeah.
Zelda. This is a big. I'll say this. It's all fucking talk.
I remember.
There is no like Hunter Schafer. She's been cast. It's like there's. But anyways.
Yeah.
As gamers do, gamers, y'all love it. Y'all hate Bella Ramsey. Y'all hate Abby as a character. Y'all hate the new Aloy. All these fucking neckbeards and whatever fucking faces were just like, mad about it. And to me, I could give a fuck. But it's news. It's something to talk about in terms of the fact that, I think
mad.
even rumor that Hunter Schafer would play Zelda, to me,
how dare you?
There's a lot of good facial angularism that I'm like, that's a good cast. But again, I could give a shit about a video game adaptation, because I'm just like, I don't know, is it good? It could be shit. It could actually be shit. I was really excited when Alicia Vikander was Tomb Raider, and that no one remembers that movie. I remember it because there's an Asian dude who doesn't do kung fu. He's drunk and uses a shotgun. I'm like, that's what's up. But
I want that to be on the series Bible for the character. Hey, he's drunk. Use a shotgun. Boom.
That's what's up.
Doesn't have to do kung fu. Let's go.
And that's it. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You saw more than news.
Well, you know, there are like gamers who are like interested in the concept because those who know Ocarina of Time, little ol' Zelda grows up and all of a sudden, Impa teaches her how to become like a ninja. And it's like Sheik. And Sheik, at first, when you meet them, you're like, is that a boy or is that a girl? And then you find out
never know.
it's Zelda. And you're like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, yeah, you can have that dialectic if you want to about the game and characters and actors and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, whatever. Anyways, so it's all spurred this long old big old thing on the internet. Everyone's all pissy about it. But it's just like, gamers, y'all so stupid.
They are stupid. I, as someone who watched Euphoria, who is a fan of Hunter Schafer, both for her talent on screen and thinking she's gorgeous, I saw the rumors about her being Link, and I said,
Zelda.
Yeah. Zelda, I'm sorry. My bad.
No,
It's the Legend of Link.
I read Danny DeVito playing Link in the thread, and that got stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Thanks, Black Diablo Mamba.
Mamba, you're not the bad gamers.
No, you're not. I just read the comment, and that's it. She'd be perfect, and we're crying and complaining. I also saw a rumor that she'd be playing Mystique in the new X-Men we see, and of course there were comments of, "Oh, you can't play Mystique." Yes, she can. Why couldn't she play Mystique? Why couldn't she? Mystique.
Fucking
why
Jesus. I'm looking up
not?
Hunter Schafer, and I put in fucking Link because you dumbass.
I mean, here is my uncandid opinion about anybody like in any type of adaptation for a video game. One, I don't play enough video games to get really, really upset about things. So I'm kind of safe from that. Good for me. Yay. Yay. But the other thing is that if you, as a person in that fandom, is still so desperately hung up on the appearance of a person and like versus their acting ability or the way that they actually convey the character, you're gonna end up with somebody pretty who is fully in, like, who looks just like him, but it's gonna be a singing in the rain moment. Okay, let's be honest. You're gonna have somebody out there, and it's always gonna be Debbie Reynolds behind the curtain.
Wow.
Like,
good reference.
What?
But man, so many people don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because they're all.
But you want to know? But the ones that do, but again, yeah, and angularly,
I think
she's gorgeous. And the thing is, if her acting chops match up, it's fine. Like, because at the end of the day, like, if you love the property, you will go support what has been put out, because let's be honest, sometimes you only get I hate to sound like Eminem. Sometimes you only get one shot.
He's right.
To throw up on your mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yep, throw up your mom's spaghetti on your favorite sweater.
And yes,
Um,
I am
Mom
a Hunter
spaghetti.
Schafer stan.
and
Say
as
it.
long and Mamba says it perfectly in chat, as long as the acting is true to the character, the fans will appreciate it. Like
Mom
that's
spaghetti.
what you should be looking for. So even as a rumor, like just y'all sit down, just take a breath, push back from the keyboards, and
Pro
be like,
Hunter Schafer.
I don't think that this is going to make much of a difference on your day-to-day life if and when they do announce who has been cast. Like if Hunter gets it, Hunter gets it. Like I wanted Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, as I almost said spoiler. That was totally wrong. That would have been hilarious for him playing Stephanie Brown. For what's his name? The uncle in
Prowler.
Into Spider-Verse.
Miles
Prowler.
Morales,
Thank you.
Prowler, yeah.
For Aaron.
He did kinda in Homecoming.
But
You
we
mean
don't know.
No Way
No.
Home?
No, Homecoming, the first
Oh,
one.
Homecoming. But also, I was thinking of Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the
There you
Spider-Verse when he's in the tube.
Yep.
See, and that's the thing. Like, again,
Mom spaghetti.
that's a mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
There's
Like at
fun.
the end of the day, all it is on somebody's shirt that needs to be cleaned.
Just to me, this is the one thing I gotta say. Like again, like video game adaptations are so fucking 50-50. I think they're kind of gonna be like the next like gold mine for studios. But that being said, like I don't know, fucking gamer dudes, just be honest. Just like be honest that like all you want to do is just fuck these video game characters, and you're
You do.
mad that like these people are not attractive to you.
Exactly.
And it's just like that's fine. You don't have to be attracted to everybody, but it's like to be like this, just pop it, it's like it's a fuck. They were NPC characters. You couldn't even play as Zelda till like one really shitty CDI game, the Zelda game that recently came out, and then fucking in Smash Bros. And then that's it. So it's like I don't know. So it's like if you're just you have these fucking lame fantasies about Bella, Ellie, and all this other shit. Shut the fuck up.
Well, if she doesn't get the role, then maybe that means Euphoria season 3 will be here faster.
Who knows? Who knows? All right, moving on. We'll go to questions now, everybody.
Question.
The second part, last part of the show, where we will answer questions from the audience who sent it in earlier from our Discord or people who put it into the chat today. First question we have here is going to be a silly one from T-Dog 8282.
T-Dog.
If a hot dog is not a sandwich, because a sandwich is a meat between two pieces of bread, does that make a meatball sub a hot dog?
Listen.
I asked this question here because Corey hates these.
If you put any type of meat between two pieces of bread,
Yeah.
and technically
it's
even on the case of you're talking a po' boy, that is a sliced open singular piece of bread. It's all sandwiches, baby.
Yeah. Yes.
Like as soon as you said a hot dog is not a sandwich, I was like, hold up, because sometimes I had family who would take those hot dogs and slice them long ways, put them between the bread, yeah, and it was a hot dog sandwich.
Bingo.
So like you tell me that they're not a hot dog, you tell me they're not a sandwich. I'm like, no.
Tell me
no.
what they are.
They are everything it can be sandwiched.
Anytime you slide meat in between two things, it's a sandwich.
I mean, what's a bun mean?
You were gonna say
right?
buns and you missed it.
I didn't want to be that blunt, but
you were right there.
right there. It's
Yeah.
sandwich, man. Sandwich.
It's always everything's a sandwich.
Everything's a sandwich.
Even life is a sandwich.
Yeah, life
Yeah.
is a
The
sandwich.
bread
Or
is
life,
death
there's
and
literally-
entropy, or life and entropy, and then the meat is life.
Yes. Like
No. We are sandwiches. We're in. This is the meat, the bread skin, and we got the meat and sauces inside.
Yeah, so much sauce.
A hot pocket is just a sealed sandwich. An empanada
It
sealed
is.
sandwich.
hey, Uncrustables are still considered sandwiches. They're just sealed pockets.
Hey man, we're just pie.
Yeah.
That's why I
And
specified 2 pieces of bread. LOL.
yeah.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
But see, the problem is that everybody gets confused when they think about a bun or a bap. If you're overseas,
A bap.
a bap is
I check my
because
baps
it's
all the time.
Beautiful
because
African
it
print.
is a singular roll. Like when you slice that sucker, it essentially becomes 2 pieces of bread, even
Yeah.
though it is 1 piece.
Yeah.
Like even if you put a hinge on your roll, it's still whatever you slide up in there. It's gonna be a sandwich.
Slow it down.
Sandwiches. Meatball sub
Sandwiches.
is considered a sandwich.
Yes.
Hot dogs are
That's
considered a sandwich.
Sandwich.
If you'd like to fight me, we're not doing that here.
They sell meatball subs at
Would you like to know more?
Subway.
Yeah.
So it's a sandwich.
Eat
Yeah.
The
But the best part is now Subway also sells nachos.
Those are
So
also
now
sandwiches.
nachos
That's
are
the
sandwiches.
sandwich deconstructed.
Yes.
Because remember,
It's a grilled
tortillas do make
cheese
sandwiches.
deconstructed with tortilla,
There he goes. Look at him. There he goes. Tortilla.
with tortillas
No.
on quesos.
No. We had him. We had him
Quesos?
and we lost him.
All right.
Quesos.
All right. Let's go to the next question. Honey Bear 22.
Honey Bear.
Hey yo, honey.
If you were to have a napping contest with any character from any franchise, what character would it be, and do you think you would win? I mean, if it's against a character who has insomnia, of course I would win. But if it's a character that's like fucking Odin, who's like, I must go into the Odin sleep for 5,000 years, I'm gonna lose.
Damn it.
I live only in
like,
extremes.
there you have those options. I mean, that's also. Are we talking the eternal sleep? That's death. I'm never gonna win. Like, come on. But really, if we're going to, as always, the first person that came to my mind was Rip Van Winkle, and I was like, I ain't gonna win. That man was asleep for a heck of a long time, and then we went back to sleep. Firstly, I would not win. Because I get up just ridiculously because my circadian rhythm or whatever it is, the sleepy time cycle, my body knows. It doesn't matter where it's at. It's like, we need to be awake. So either way, I'm losing, sadly. But there are so many people that we could just randomly pick. Like anybody who's just like, I'm gonna take a nap, right? Like, there's no way to do it. I mean, yeah, I am not the nap champion.
I have a hard time napping. Doesn't happen. I have to be extremely tired.
I napped
my
before
body-
this.
My body is like, no, why are you sleeping, bro? It's not nighttime. Stay up.
I mean, okay,
When it's
is
nighttime,
it
I stay up.
is a napping contest that I sleep very quickly and I wake up very fast, like a nap, like an actual like a little
power nap?
Yeah, because I win. I win no matter what because I napped for 6 minutes, and I was like,
I would,
boom.
I'd be
And I was like,
disqualified
I'm
because I wouldn't fall asleep. I'd be disqualified.
I literally put a
See,
pillow over my eyeballs and I went, and I was like, I'm what?
I could help you. I could put the pillow over your face.
No, you just put your
No, your face. No, yeah, Yep.
No, we're not doing that.
No word.
No,
No safe word. No safe
we're
word.
we're not doing that. No, I actually applaud the fact that you could be like 2 minutes, 6 minutes, like you've trained yourself to get that 5 minute like full rest.
Mhm.
Because much like a Steve's, I can be asleep, but you're still awake where you're cognitive of everything around you. And you can be an hour, it could be 10 minutes, it could be an hour, it could be 2, you're up. Like you are just cognitively awake and it sucks.
Sounds wake me up.
I mean, yeah, for me, it's just like, I don't know. And it's like, I was like, do I have narcolepsy? And it's like, I don't know. And then I was just like, I could just fall asleep anytime I wanted to. I could just be like, I'm out. Like, I'll literally like, and then it's like, but yeah, if I need to wake up, I'll wake up. And I think, I don't know, to me, I think it's just because I've had to stay up so late. And it's like, cool, if I get 1 hour sleep, I'm fine. I'm chilling. And then I go, and then
You're still in that phase. Okay. We got you.
no children, no
The-
weddings,
it's not even the
no
ch- it's not even the
no wife
children.
and kids, and no husbands.
Not even the children. Don't worry about it, babe. Don't worry, babes. You're The time will come.
I still
and you'll
have
turn a
right
corner
and left
then one day-
knees. I don't have good and bad.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
Steve's.
It's cool. I got a scar on one side that I got when I was 5 because a merry-go-round decided to take a chomp out my leg. We're good.
Okay.
I didn't pick a character. I didn't
But
pick a character.
you didn't pick a sleepy time character.
Jules Vaughn.
Who the hell fuck is Jules Vaughn?
Not Jules Verne.
It's who Hunter Schafer plays in Euphoria. I just threw
Oh
it
my
back
god.
Like, what?
I threw it back in there.
Okay.
That's what you're. Do you know what? Why didn't you say something like Godzilla? Because Godzilla technically, like, at some points just goes for like naps to recharge.
Would
you know?
hog the bed.
Yeah, but at least you know it'd be warm.
Okay.
Would it
so
be though? I mean,
you two who have trouble sleeping because of cognitive awareness, would you guys win against Emotep? He never sleeps. He never eats. He will never rest.
I think I would just be like, that would be a fun one. Even though he doesn't sleep, we would have those conversations. It'd be the first, like, you're just like, hey, what are you doing over there? Like, you would, I know Steve's would make a buddy comedy about this.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, hey, look at this thing I made.
Real quick, also,
Hey,
I know that we
Emotep,
opened
hey.
up. I know we opened up with Happy Pride. I liked the post where someone said Happy Pride and then showed Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz is like happy
Why we're-
for all the bi people that
for all the bi
were-
people, yeah.
that were created because of this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, everyone could kind of get it. I mean, fucking Emotep
Everyone-
was going after Knocks on the Moon, and they were having hot and heavies, and I was like,
Oh,
you know
knocks
what?
on
You
a
know
moon. Knocks on a moon.
what I'm saying?
Ooh,
You
and
know what I'm
Max
saying?
move.
Look at it. He's like, I'm a priest. I'm about to go. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna have a great
damnation.
time.
Mhm.
Damnation
We're
for
gonna have
this
conversations.
for this priestess, baby. Okay. Anyways, next question. This one comes from K. Probbins. What
K.
is the opposite of opposite?
What? Say again?
What is the opposite of opposite?
Opposite of opposite.
Probably get like movie
Opposite.
questions or something. Jesus Christ.
If the
Because opposite,
So
because
weird.
opposite, if it's the opposite of opposite, isn't it the same? And therefore, the opposite of same would be opposite.
I was over here waiting for nerd movie questions, and I'm getting
No,
philosophical
if
stuff.
you don't get those lovely update questions from our friends in our nerd on Discord, with all of their sweet opportunities to ask us just ridiculous things, you're gonna have to figure out what the opposite of opposite is, Steve's.
And opposite times opposite carry the same equals 4.
Opposite.
I don't know. It's the same. It's gotta be the same. It's like
opposite
a
on-
negative times a negative as a positive.
Yeah, if opposite on the base, you know what? We have Google. Fuck this.
Are we gonna beautiful mind this and start writing on the window with white crayon? Is that what you're
To
gonna
the
do?
No, I don't have
wall,
I
to
don't
the
have
wall.
imaginary friends.
Paul Bettany's right behind you. Look.
No, I'm
Let's
Andor.
pick
I have
out
friends everywhere.
friends.
Oh, look at Harris.
The opposite of opposite is similar.
Yeah.
So same.
Like negative times negative. Is
I don't
positive.
know. I don't think it is. Because same is the same thing, and opposite would be opposite of it.
But then wouldn't it be like identical?
Oh my god, this is a Christopher Nolan.
Because they're
movie.
the same.
What is the
Like,
inverse?
if it's
opposite?
This is Nolan's next movie after Odyssey. This is,
Is
what it's gonna
this-
be.
is this the Common Core versus is this the
Tenet?
third grade? No. Is this third grade math versus college math when you ask what one divided by
Parenthetical.
zero is?
Uh-huh.
Where it's undefined.
Uh-huh.
Really, it's undefined, but when you're little, it's 0. So anything divided by 0 will always be 0, but technically it's undefined.
I mean, Word Hippo Online, trusted source, says
Word, you do
Trusted
like
source.
Word Hippo.
Sponsored by.
similar,
If we could get
identical,
sponsored by Word
comparable,
Hippo, that'd be
compatible,
great.
like, agreeing, alike, equivalent, exact, homogeneous, homogeneous, non-contradictory,
Isn't that what it
relatable, close, commensurate, congruent, congruous, indistinguishable,
Yeah.
match, resemblant, same, uniform,
Yeah.
comfortable,
Congruent.
yeah, consistent, it's similar,
Congruent.
similar,
I like
same,
congruent.
same as these, identical. Okay, we got one last question. This is for Steve. This is one that he
What's your favorite
wants.
color?
This is for
Last
Steve.
question. Last question.
Last question.
Went by fast.
This one comes from Black
All right, all
Diablo Mamba. Question. You are
Is the
given.
opposite of the same as the opposite?
Is the answer to this question the same as the one I just asked you?
That one.
Question. You are given $50 million to create a movie called Mom Spaghetti. Who would you cast within the $50 million in this movie? What is the plot, and what iconic song would you use for this trailer? And you can't use what the hell, Lose Yourself. Right? That's what
Damn
that's what the thing.
Mhm.
You can't use Eminem One Shot. Yeah, Mom Spaghetti. And there's vomit on her sweater. Right. Okay, so hold on. What's that? You are given $50 million. $50 million to create a movie called Mom Spaghetti.
Mom's Spaghetti.
Who would you cast in this movie, and what's the plot? Okay, so we're all making a movie. It's a different movie, all of
All
us. Mom Spaghetti,
Mm.
$50 million.
ahead.
Who would you cast?
Okay.
What is the plot? And what iconic song would you use for this trailer? I got it.
Go, Tom.
No, I'm thinking. I got the premise in my mind's eye. Mom Spaghetti, 50 mil. Okay. 50 mil. Mom Spaghetti. Iconic song. I'm getting the iconic song now.
This is what story brainstorming is.
Oh, I know. So the funny thing is, I know what I would want for the trailer song because it's so ridiculous.
Movies that cost, Jesus, I can't spell.
Yeah, that's 50 million though.
or less.
Good Will Hunting?
Because, well,
'Cause
wasn't
the creator costs more than that.
wait, did the Karate Kid that just
Rocky
how
was
much
1
did the new
million.
Karate Kid Legends was that?
Oh, that's over 100.
Good Will Hunting was under 50.
Napoleon Dynamite was 400,000. Halloween was 325,000.
Halloween was 300,000. Yep.
Blair Witch is 50,000.
Legends.
Open Waters 200,000. American Graffiti 750. Juno.
Did you adjust for inflation?
I'm not.
Karate Kid Legends was $45 million budget.
And it's fun. I had fun. Not gonna lie, I had fun.
Don't break any
I want to see
ideas.
it.
Hangover, Ted, Bridesmaids, Old School.
Good Will Hunting was 10 million.
Paul Blart, Cinema.
Cinema.
Cinema. Okay.
What was the town? Hold on.
Okay. No, I have to change my trailer song. My trailer song was really dumb and I liked it. But now I actually have a concept that could work, but it's taking on like
So I'm going to eliminate one possibility. Honey Bear in the chat says, "Ooh, I love your question, Mamba. It would be about the Italian mob, and I would use Angelina / Zuma by Luis Prima."
I like that. Okay, I'd like that. Okay, so the thing is, I can't figure out my trailer song now because I changed the I figured out the concept. They picked a trailer song first, and then I was like, I'm screwed. Okay, so concept is I like K dramas. If no one's figured this out about me yet, I think that Mom Spaghetti, we are following not fully a la Joyride where we go to Korea to find like our family, but it's somebody who has come from Korea or I don't really know for Thailand or Japan where they have that, they have Italian restaurants and everything. And like, much like pasta, I like pasta. It was a really good, ridiculous K-drama, but they've gone over to Italy. They've learned how to make this amazing pasta. They've been all over the world. They've worked in all of these amazing kitchens, and they're coming home because somebody in their family, of course it's the trope, somebody in the family is sick or they got fired, something that basically has to take them from where they've become comfortable, where they've finally gotten to that point of they have all the success that they need. They're starting to get disillusioned. They still make the best pasta in the world, whatever, but it's no longer like hitting the joy that they experienced when they first had it. and so they go back, and if it's dependent upon somebody is sick and dying, and they're making that last, like trying to find the long forgotten mom's spaghetti recipe essentially, or it's like I haven't really decided on it, but like something along those lines with those tropes are always kind of nice because it's the reconnection to home and the thing that initially inspired you to begin with. Like if we could figure out a way to encompass the Anton Ego Ratatouille moment where he gets transported back, but with spaghetti, and it's like almost in not a full Indiana Jones, but we have that kind of look and seeking for mom's spaghetti would be great. The problem is I don't have a trailer song now because originally I thought I was going to make it like a comedy and have it as tongue in cheek, and the song was going to be somebody trying to like lure their boyfriend over to their house or something, and they need mom's spaghetti recipe, and so they're like on the hunt, and they're throwing over like everything in the house, and they keep distracting the boyfriend or whomever, and they're tearing up the house looking for the recipe to mom's man catching spaghetti. Like it's the marry me chicken type of jam, but it's spaghetti. And the trailer song would have been Come On Over Baby by Christina Aguilera.
Sorry.
Yeah, see?
Steve, you got one?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This is hard.
If not,
Mama,
I can go. I got mine like in the bag.
I'll go. Starring Daniel Kaluuya,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
J.D. Pardo from Mayans MC, and Hunter Schafer. These
There's no way to do
three
it.
adopted siblings
Uh-huh.
have
This
taken
is
over
us?
mom's restaurant
Uh-huh.
called Mama Spaghetti. But times have been
Based
tough.
in Chicago.
It's hard to keep the restaurant going. The three decide to pull off a bank heist to get just enough money to keep them afloat for a few more months. They do it. They succeed.
Okay.
What they don't realize is that the money they stole was from one specific client in that bank who wants his money back. Mom Spaghetti. The song for the trailer would be some sort of dramatic mix of Depeche Mode's Personal Jesus.
That would be so fantastic.
Your own personal.
That
Daniel Kaluuya,
in a word.
J.D. Pardo, and Hunter Schafer. That was the most random three I wanted to put together. And Kaluuya, because they're adopted, Kaluuya would keep his accent. He'd keep his accent.
There is no. This is the give us the. This is literally like a game that we need to figure out how to do. Where somebody in Discord or the chat's like, "We're gonna give you the title of your movie. Go backwards. Figure everything else." And we're like, "What?"
Also,
I worked you off the direction.
if we made a cover for this specific update episode, we'd have to have Hunter Schafer just somewhere in the picture.
She's just like, "Hi."
Enjoying some spaghetti for no reason.
The
We don't-
spaghetti.
Okay, this is mine.
Okay.
Mom Spaghetti, starring Jamie Lynn Sigler, best known as
Ooh,
Meadow
Sopranos.
from Sopranos,
Mhm.
and her new boyfriend, starring Maddie Matheson.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they are going to visit, or they're no, they're going to go. They're new relationship, but they're kind of getting serious. But he's a little worried about how the family's going to take him in. He's heard a lot about and Maddie Matheson, maybe not playing Maddie Matheson, maybe playing a fictional, a little bit like him, but he's a little squirmish about the fact that he's meeting his hot girlfriend's family. And it's been several years since she started dating anybody, and this is the first person she started dating. And it's because the day he's meeting his girlfriend's family is the anniversary of her mom's passing. And in honor, they're gonna have this whole family dinner. and this is gonna be in New York and whatever towns or burbs that would be cool. Maybe away from the city. And they're like, hey, maybe for something special, we take out mom's recipe and make mom's spaghetti. But what they end up doing is actually invoking her spirit, and everyone in the family starts dying one by one. This is be produced by A24 Blumhouse, and
well, that teaming up, I love it. A24 and Blumhouse.
And as we get closer and closer to understanding who's committing these murders, what's going on, the ties to the family, the mom's spaghetti, he's definitely going to throw up in the bathroom, vomit on his sweater already.
Oh my gosh!
The poster is just spilled spaghetti with blood as well mixed with it. That's the poster. Right there.
The tagline will be meeting her family is killer. And
oh my gosh!
I do have the idea of what the ending is. I would probably make it where Jamie Lynn is probably possessed by the mom, and she's like, "You're never good enough for my daughter," and then this is going to kill him, and has killed parts of the family because it's like, how could you let her go astray this far, and is like mad at the family. But the pop culture song, I want to do the Jordan Peele treatment to Somebody's Watching Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So pretty much all
dun 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 dun
watching me.
So we've got possible K-drama rom-com. We've got
crime heist thriller
and a horror movie.
And a horror movie.
And a psychological horror movie.
Let me throw in some supporting cast for you, Tom. Her parents. Mom is Lorraine Bracco from Sopranos and Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
That's her mom. Her dad is the actor who played Paulie Walnuts in Sopranos.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love Paulie.
You're not good for my daughter, right? Keep the wings
Gutierrez.
with the wings inside going. Yep.
Yeah.
That's her parents. That's her parents.
This is what's happening now.
That's how I would do it. I would.
Don't talk to my daughter.
I think that horror movie. I think if I was going to put my money behind one that would be successful, commercially successful, it would be the horror movie.
Well, yeah, it's 50 million. 24 and Blumhouse in there. They're gonna make it big. It's gonna win.
Yeah.
They don't fail.
It's cheap and it's a horror movie. It's one location. They all start dying.
And then you think what you're sending out for marketing is literally you can send out a recipe for spaghetti. Like you partner with Ragu or whomever. And
the sauce is to die for.
That's what Paulie Walnuts would say. The sauce is to die for.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Bless
your mother.
Bless your mother. Bless your mother.
She'd kill me if she saw you with this man. And then he dies.
And then her spirit, Lorraine Bracco with the spirit is coming in. Oh you're not good enough for my daughter.
I mean, it's Tom, we need to let you cook more often.
Hey, look.
Wait, you snap in shots of just spaghetti being stirred in a pot. This dark shots of it being
stirring spaghetti? Who's stirring spaghetti in a pot?
No, seriously. But just think about it. The close-up of spaghetti being stirred, intertwined between the dramatic scenes.
You just have it being pulled out of the pot and everything.
That'd be part of it. The spaghetti is progressing as the trailer continues.
I mean, and it would totally be like Get Out, right? There'd be some funny faux pas where it's like he goes and tries to like crack the spaghetti. It's like, oh, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay, hold on. Honey Bear in the chat. What about my mob movie? I need a cast. Okay, your mob movie with Italian mob.
Kevin Dillon.
By Louise.
Kevin Dillon from Entourage. Put him in there.
Oh my god. What's his name?
Johnny Drama.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give that man a better role now. Finally, give Johnny Drama a better role.
Give an opportunity.
Who else will be in that? Johnny Drama.
Italian mob. Angelina.
Italians.
Zuma.
No.
What song is that?
Hey. John Cena. He's Italian. Put him in there. No, you give these wrestler turned actors. They're getting artistic.
So here's the thing. Steve's, I unsaw Peacemaker for season 1.
Yeah.
Saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
He is heads, shoulders, knees,
and
and toes above whatever The Rock is going to be putting out. Like just
Peacemaker?
Cena as an actor.
Yeah.
Like the range on that man is like.
I do think Cena's a great actor, but again,
He's got more range. He's got more range than I've seen in Dwayne.
Well, we still got 2 A24 under Dwayne's belt.
I saw Wrecking Machine trailer. I was like, hold on.
Smashing Machine.
Look, John Cena already had my ticket when I saw Cock Blockers. I'm like, cool. I seen these men wrestle in the ring. I don't need to see them wrestle in the box office. I'm gonna say, I'm a little bit for this like The Rock renaissance, just because like a lot of people like to punch him right now, and I'm like,
we're calling it that now.
We'll see.
I would say John Cena's Peacemaker. He's fantastic. I would say go back and watch Rock and Be Cool, or Pain and Gain. Not a great movie, but his character.
Was trying to make me watch The Rundown.
Rundown is one of my favorites still of Rock. But I would say for character change for him, Pain and Gain or Be Cool, or where he plays against the usual type.
Okay, we could talk all night.
Next question.
But no more questions. That was the last question. That was a great question, Mamba.
Develop Mom Spaghetti.
Mamba.
Mom
Tom's
Spaghetti.
We're gonna develop it.
Thank you, everybody. Everyone that's watching, listening, is sticking around. Our newest episode of the Nerd On podcast was going to be airing this Friday on YouTube first. It is going to be Amy's pick, which is the Book of Clarence. So check that out. If you're on Patreon already, for as little as $1 a month, you already have access to it. It's up there. It's been up there for like 3 months already.
Okay, stop washing him.
What's up? Oh,
stop pushing him. He's clean.
And then we have the episode after that already on there. I just uploaded the episode after that, and I will be uploading the next one. So you'll have another 4 months of podcast on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Helps us out. If you have any more, we would happily take it. A little bit goes a long way just to keep our website, web hosting, all that good stuff for. So it's not hitting my pockets pretty much. But yeah, we would really appreciate it. Check that out. And also, it's just entertainment for you guys to have access to, and early access. It's you know, it's how the world works. But yeah, other than that, that's it. That's all we got. I'm gonna go ahead and raid over to Brad if they're still streaming.
I got some words of encouragement for everyone right now.
No, I was gonna just give the reminder too that next week we will not be having the Nerd On update because we will be recording some delicious, yummy goodness of episodes that we are so dang excited for that you will be seeing later on. Yes. Correct. Steve's is trying to give things away.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Steve's, because so next Tuesday there will be no update, but you can always catch us in the Discord.
And I have my words of encouragement here to everyone watching right now. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You better get with this, because this is where it's at. What's up?
Mom Spaghetti.
No, repeat it back, Amy. Let's say what's up.
What's up?
What's up?
Mom
What's
Spaghetti.
That was our truth. That was our truth theme music.
Go with that.
I'll put our truth in Mom Spaghetti.
Like your favorite magician.
You would have so much fun. I would literally.
I might have our truth be the Deus Ex Machina, who's like he's calling where Maddie's like, man, I just don't know what's going on. It's like this girl, like I really love her and all that stuff. And then he's just like, hey man, don't worry about it. You trip him, you know. And then he has to come at the end.
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody, take care of yourselves. We're gonna raid over to Kuru Hitsuki, who's making some Final Fantasy EDH deck challenge community deck builds. So check that out.
Ooh, community. Let's go.
Yeah, everybody, take care of yourselves. You all know the drill. As always, nerd on.
Nerd on. Mom Spaghetti.